Following one of the more unexpected results of the year, it's more than fair to lead the show with Garcia Sandor. However, this next topic could have easily taken up the whole show. Let's break it down in chronological order. First, on Friday afternoon, Ryan Garcia announced that he suffered a significant hand injury, forcing him to pull out of the all but officially announced fight against Jojo Diaz. We wish him well in his recovery. The focus quickly shifted to Jojo Diaz fighting the WBC lightweight champion Devin Haney. Here is Haney and Eddie Hearn with Chris Mannix during the broadcast on Saturday night.
He's my mandatory. He doesn't have a fight or opponent. I don't have an opponent. It all aligns. We sent him an offer today, so we'll see what happens.
Eddie, do you think you've done as much as you can to get Jojo Diaz in the ring with Devin Haney?
I mean, you called it. You know, he's chasing these guys. You know, you've got a WBC world champion here. You've got guys who are taking final eliminators to fight him. You know, and then he gets offered the Ryan Garcia fight for a lot of money. We stepped up to the plate. We offered him the same amount of money. No excuses. The only reason you turn down the fight is because you know you can't beat Devin Haney. Right, so let's just get this straight with media, with fans. These guys, no one's calling the name of Devin Haney. Devin against Jojo Diaz is a great fight, and Jojo's a fighting man. He's going to look terrible if he doesn't accept this fight. The same number that he agreed to fight Ryan Garcia. What is going on? The only way you do not accept this fight is if you do not believe you can beat this man.
Now, Jojo responded with this tweet. I'm going to fight Devin Haney in December, y'all, I promise. Like Ryan Garcia, he hasn't been tested, and I'll give Devin his first L. Wow, now there's a lot more to unpack, but let's stop right here and let's discuss this. I thought that was more eventful than the fight. You know, the whole crowd was into it. It was great that these fighters was there. It was great that JoJo's responding, but which fight makes sense right now? Is it Devin Haney and JoJo or Devin Haney waiting? I think, hey, just go ahead, make this fight. And I think one thing Eddie Hearn said that makes sense, because I don't think that JoJo doesn't want to fight Devin Haney. I think he wanted the fight that he thought, you know, would give him more money and more recognition. I think what he said was if he doesn't take it now, then he's going to look bad. What do you think?
I totally agree with Eddie on that. It would be a very bad look for Jojo Diaz if he indeed was offered the same amount of money to fight Ryan Garcia, who, you know, people claim is the bigger star, is the more popular fighter, so that would be the more lucrative fight. So if you're getting the same amount to fight Devin Haney, whom you've mentioned that is not as big, then it would be a very bad look if he doesn't take that fight. Now, I know he is signed to Golden Boy Promotions. He's also signed to MTK. So the management side and the promoting side have to make that fight happen. We all know that Eddie and Oscar have been throwing shots at each other as of late, more so Oscar than Eddie. So there has to be some tension there, but it's business. You know, you want your fighters to make the most amount of money. You want them to fight and have the biggest opportunity. So I don't see why this fight can't happen. And we want Ryan to get better. We want to see Ryan fight in 2022, a big fight. But right now, it's right there on a silver platter. Devin has been looking for an opponent. JoJo's available. They already have bad history of going back and forth on social media with one another. There's no reason this fight shouldn't happen.
First of all, the contract is signed already with JoJo and Devin Haney because it was a Twitter promise. What's more legit than a Twitter promise?
Nothing.
no, nowadays, that's just how it is. But in reality, come on, Eddie Hearn has been in other interviews, he said, I don't think JoJo doesn't want to fight Devin Haney. I don't think he's scared to fight Devin Haney. So, and I agree. That's not the case. There is no other fight right now. That is the fight that makes sense. That is actually the fight he wanted until Ryan popped back in the scene, right? That's the fight JoJo always wanted, was with Devin Haney. This is a great fight for both of them. They both have recently one really good win, and this right here will solidify them. I'm still waiting to see the clash between Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, but this right here is great. Jojo Diaz stepped up to 135, proved so many people wrong by fighting Fortuna, and now he's the interim champ anyway. He deserves a shot at this title right now. I think this is perfect for the lightweight division. All right, also, Devin Haney was not the only lightweight champion in Fresno, California this Saturday. Teofimo Lopez was also present, which led to this lengthy rant between both fighters and their fathers. Moments later, then things calmed down a little bit. Both fighters joined Chris Mannix and Sergio Mora on Beyond the Bell.
Why has a fight between Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney not happened at this point?
Because of him.
Up to them.
Because of him. He don't want to make the fight happen.
Wow. I never said no to any fight. I fought Vasily Lomachenko when you guys had the opportunity to fight him, and y'all never took it. So please, don't tell me that.
So how did I get the WBC belt?
I took less money.
How did I get the WBC belt?
I took less money.
Tell me how I got the WBC belt.
You fought a guy that was 58th ranked.
Tell me how.
Not even the top 50.
Okay.
Not even the top 50.
So how did I get
Look
the WBC
it up on
belt?
BoxRec. Who the freak is that guy that he's talking about?
Exactly.
Who?
Thank you.
You never fought anybody.
Okay.
Ever.
So how did I get the belt?
Okay,
how did I get the belt?
It is true.
How did I get the belt?
How?
Because Loma didn't want to fight me. Same way you don't want to fight me. Same way you don't want to fight me.
Nobody want to fight you.
You don't want to fight me.
That's
want to fight me. You don't want to fight me.
Language.
You don't want to fight me. You don't want to fight me.
Take
control of your interview.
You have a fight. You have a fight against George Kambosos. You have a fight on December 3rd, hopefully against Jojo Diaz.
For sure.
Do you believe that the fight against Devin Haney will happen early next year?
It's gotta happen. I'm tired of this, dude.
We're going to make it happen on the zone. We're going to make it happen on the zone.
Let's end right on that. We agree.
You heard it here.
We agree on
the zone.
Yeah, tired of
We agree on something.
We're going to make it happen on the zone.
I'm tired of this kid, man.
Teofimo
Lopez.
Lopez.
Show me you're tired of me.
This was legit. You know how a lot of people say, oh man, is this stage? Is this what? Because they got both fighters there. They're just trying to build up fights. You know how sometimes a fighter comes into the ring and that's planned? This was legitimate. You hear in one of the videos you would hear senior, well, really junior, he's really a junior, and that's the trainer, his father. You would hear Junior say, hey, no, Papi, don't do nothing, Papi. Don't start it here, like because he thinking things are gonna pop off, and that's how it seems.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know who was in charge, whether it was Chris Glanville, John McCormick, Nick Turner, whoever's idea was to put those guys together. Kudos to those guys, because right away you knew we were going to get an organic type of conflict there. We saw that. It's great for TV. It's great for promoting that fight for the future, right, Barack? Yes. I'll say this. I don't think either guy is afraid of fighting either guy. There's no way Teofimo Lopez is afraid of fighting Devin Haney and vice versa. I know Devin wants to fight. And I understand Devin Haney's frustration, Barack. I mean, he's wanted the big fight since Lomachenko. He's won it. He's called out, whether it was Tank, Ryan, Teofimo. He's like a guy in a cage, like just rattled up because he's not being let out for the big fights, right? The big names that people say, he hasn't faced yet. He beat Linares. I thought he fought a phenomenal fight, even though he got hurt in the 11th, and people made a big deal about that. He's an elite lightweight. So I understand why he's bursting out like that, Barack, but I don't agree with him when he says that Teofimo doesn't want to fight him. I just think that you can only fight one fight at a time, and Teofimo has other things in front of him. He doesn't want to let go of the IBF belt. It's his first world title. It's when he beat Comey and knocked him out in the second round. That title is dear to him. He said it on our show. He doesn't want to let it go. He has to get through Kambosos first. I do feel, though, if Devin does fight Jojo later in the year and wins, I think that this is an amazing fight, maybe in the spring of 2022. Hopefully it happens, B.
Yeah, I think he got hurt in the 10th round, and he finished like a champ. He finished. No, I know people going to try to correct. They love when we make mistakes so they can correct us.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right. It was the 10th
round. You know what I mean? So, but he finished like a champ, and I understand where he's coming from. If nobody's signing that dotted line, then obviously he's going to be saying nobody wants to fight me, and that's the way it's been looking. But guess what? We have a fight now. Jojo Diaz, that's the fight I want to see, and this is a great build-up. But guess what? These guys got to beat the guys. Let's not count our eggs before they hatch. Yeah, these guys got to beat the guys.
No, I'm saying you saying we have a fight. Until it's announced, I don't believe it.
Done. That fight is done. It's Twitter. It's done because it was signed on Twitter, and that's it. It's a tweet signing. You know what I mean? But yes, this is great. This kind of promotion is great. I think Kambosos is a threat, but he's probably not as big as a threat as a Jojo Diaz. You know what I mean? But he is a very good fighter. Jojo Diaz got some momentum behind him, but Devin Haney is like, my God, he's hard to hit. he's very, very hard to hit, and he's very, very skillful and disciplined in that ring.
Thanks for watching this video. Please do subscribe All Media New York.